It's how a reverse mortgage works. We get a lot of questions on that. We're going to talk about that next. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brendan Moore, Realtor and Certified Probate and Trust Specialist by the California Association of Realtors.
And I'm Bill Heyman. I'm a licensed California professional fiduciary, as well as a licensed California real estate broker and a registered and bonded legal document assistant specializing in probate.
Please like this video, subscribe to our channel. Want your probate done for no fee? Well, every day we help people save thousands of dollars and eliminate headaches with our one-of-a-kind probate administration service and real estate listing combo in California. So please reach out to us with any questions about that or any of your probate real estate needs. Comment on this video, text us, call us, because we can help you. All right, Bill, we see a lot of reverse mortgages when we're selling a house through probate, and really just in regular real estate, we see them too. We get a lot of questions on them. So let's walk through the basics of what a reverse mortgage is and how it works.
Sure, no problem. I'm actually going to refer to a little list here that I made up. But, well, reverse mortgages, also you'll see the term used, HECM, H-E-C-M, which stands for a home equity conversion mortgage. And that's pretty typically the most common type of reverse mortgage, and they are insured by the FHA. Reverse mortgages are available to people who are 62 years of age and older. Has to be their primary residence, and also they have to fulfill the FHA requirements to get a reverse mortgage to qualify. Now, the difference basically between a reverse mortgage and a regular mortgage is just what it says, reverse. In a regular mortgage, you make monthly payments and your loan balance goes down over time. Well, it's the opposite with a reverse mortgage. You actually receive money and or payments over time, and your loan balance goes up because of the money that you borrow, interest and fees, etc. Now, the loan doesn't really get repaid though until the borrower leaves the home. Typically, a lot of times that's when they pass away. And then that's when oftentimes probate is needed and you and I get involved, and you come in as the realtor to help sell the home and I handle the probate end of things. But one thing that, the property owner, while they're living and they have that reverse mortgage, it's really important that they make the property taxes, pay them. If there's an HOA and HOA fees, pay the HOA fees. Make sure that you pay your insurance, homeowner's insurance, and keep the home in good condition, because those are all things that are required. If you don't do that, the reverse mortgage company can, of course, foreclose on the home for those reasons. The other thing too is a lot of times people will want to know, well, how much can I get a reverse mortgage on my home? And that's really all based on what they call either the appraised value of the home by the lender. Also, they tend to call it a maximum value of the home. And generally it's about 40 to 60% of that value. So let's give a real-time, real-world example. Let's say that the age of the youngest reverse mortgage borrower, typically in a married couple, is 70. And the home value is roughly $400,000. They owe $75,000 on it. Typically, they can get a lump sum of about $121,000, which is about 30% of the approved loan amount. Now, I realize this can get kind of technical and a lot of numbers, and it's not the most entertaining in a video, but it is important to kind of know a little bit about how a reverse mortgage works. So let's talk about another example here, Brendan. One thing that confuses a lot of people is when they look at the loan docs, the deed of trust for that reverse mortgage, when it's recorded, they'll look at it and the amount on that loan doc will be so much higher than what the actual loan is when it starts. And the reason for that is that, let's say you've got a reverse mortgage, the appraised value is $400,000. Well, the maximum amount you can borrow over the lifetime of that loan is $600,000, 150% of the appraised value that you started with. So that deed of trust is going to say $600,000 on it, which is very confusing because they may only owe $300,000 or $350,000 or $400,000. So that's where the hidden equity can be in a reverse mortgage when you have to go through probate. So Definitely there can be hidden equity in that home, and it's always worth pursuing when you've got a situation where you need a probate and you've got a reverse mortgage, and maybe the family or the kids are thinking, oh, it was a reverse mortgage, there's nothing left. Don't be so sure about that. Always look into it, because there may be hidden equity, or we may be able to negotiate with the lender and bring equity back to the family.
Yeah, and I know that you've done that several times.
Yes.
Now, after a loved one's passing who has a reverse mortgage, a family member can take some time after their passing, decide what to do.
Sure.
A limited amount of time to do
Right.
that.
Right.
And they can choose to buy the house.
That is very true.
And my understanding is they can buy it for 95% of the current appraised price.
Correct. You're absolutely right. Yeah. What the reverse mortgage lender will do in a situation like that is they will send out their own appraiser and get the home appraised, get current market values. And then, just like you said, if a family member or the family wants to purchase the home, 95% of that value is what it would cost.
And most of the time I see that people usually want to sell the house, or unfortunately walk away from the house and let it go through foreclosure, which is not always a great idea.
No.
And just as you just talked about, the hidden equity, and there's a lot of confusion that people see when they see the mortgage balance or the deed of trust, what it's said on it, and thinking that there's no equity, among other things that can be done with the negotiations with the lender. We have a great video on that.
We do.
Yeah. So that was all great information. Bill, anything else to add?
Again, I just want to reemphasize that if you have a loved one who had a reverse mortgage and passed away, and the only way out of the situation is probate, I wouldn't just walk away. I would contact us first and let us look into it. There's no cost to you, and there may be some hidden equity there that we can bring back for you.
So please, if you're going through that situation, I highly recommend you watch this next video, because we get into that in detail, and how our service works and how there's very limited options for this type of service. It's called Discover the Hidden Equity in a Probate Real Estate Reverse Mortgage Home. It's linked next. It'll appear right above Bill's head.